Recently, we told you the story of how Swindon Town won the inaugural Anglo-Italian Cup in 1970, a tournament designed to give clubs that were ineligible for European competition a chance to compete against some of the biggest clubs in Italy. The original run of the tournament ended in 1973 when Newcastle United won. The tournament would return 3 years later with a very different format and would again pit English and Italian clubs against each other, although not the top clubs this time, as the Anglo-Italian Cup became a semi-professional tournament. It began with 2 one-off matches in 1975 with Wycombe Wanderers beating Monza, and in 1976 with Lecce beating Scarborough. By 1976, the old format of the tournament was brought back, with this time semi-professional clubs, 6 English and 6 Italian clubs split into groups of 4, 2 English to 2 Italian, with the best English club overall facing the best Italian club. In 1976, the English clubs that competed were Enfield, Stafford Rangers, Scarborough, Wycombe Wanderers, Nuneaton Borough and Wimbledon. They faced Italian clubs such as Syracuse, Benevento, Udinese, Pistoiese, Teramo and Monza. The final was Wimbledon representing England and Monza representing Italy, with Monza hosting the final and winning by a 1-0. In 1977, Scarborough were the only returning team, this time joined by Chelmsford City, Northwich Victoria, Redditch United and Somerset rivals Yeovil Town and Bath City. The Italian clubs of note that year were Parma, Bari and Lecce. Bath City would represent England in the final with win against Bari, Turris and Parma. It was Lecce in the final, with the Romans going on to lose by 3-0 in the final. Bath City were once again in the final the following year in 1978, this time not satisfied with a 3-0 loss. This time they lost 5-0 to Udinese. The 1978 edition, as a side note, did see a Welsh club compete for the first time in the competition, although Bangor City at the time played in the English football pyramid. The 1979 tournament had a new format, a reduction in the number of teams, 4 English and 4 Italian clubs. Of the English clubs, Nuneaton Borough were back, but otherwise it was a new roster of English clubs including Barnet, Matlock Town and Sutton United. Sutton United were the best of the English clubs and became the first English winners of the semi-professional Anglo-Italian Cup. So much like Swindon Town, as we established in our last video, Sutton United have technically won a European trophy. Sutton United became the only English club to win this era of the Anglo-Italian Cup, and though they would reach the final 2 more times in 1980 and 1982 respectively, they would lose both matches. In 1980, it was penalties to Triestina, a 5-4 defeat in the shootout, and in 1982 to Modena by a 0-0. In 1981, current Southern League side Poole Town reached the final. They lost 4-1 to Modena, which means Modena won back-to-back titles from 1981 to 1982, beating Sutton United in the 82 final. In 1982 saw a change in format. 4 clubs participating with 2 semi-finals, 2 Italian and 2 English clubs before the final. The teams England set to compete were not brilliant. They included Wycombe, Chelmsford, Fisher Athletic, Kings Lynn, Bognor Regis Town, Road C Southampton, Woodford Town and Merthyr Tydfil, making them the second Welsh club to compete in this competition. After 1986, the competition was discontinued, never to return in its semi-professional format. However, the Anglo-Italian Cup would return to being a tournament for professional clubs once again in 1992, with clubs like Derby County, Notts County and Port Vale. The last instalment of the competition was held in March of 1996, which saw Genoa beat Port Vale by 5 goals to 2. After that, it was once again abandoned as the then newly rebranded First Division and Serie B could not agree upon a date for the tournament to be held.